All right, so part three, common beginner traps in powerlifting. Maybe some older people fall into these traps as well, like I keep mentioning. This next one's pretty good life advice for anything, I think. Um, I have noticed, and I'm just recently getting into the education field here, but I've worked with a lot of kids in the past through like summer camp rec programs, strength and conditioning programs over the summer. I was a high school football coach for like a season or two, and then a collegiate strength and conditioning coach. I've worked with a lot of younger kids and everything. And over the years, man, there is been a complete degradation of I guess they're called soft skills. So just kind of the innate ability it seems like other generations have had to be able to just kind of communicate at a bare minimum level. I don't I don't want to sound like a boomer or anything like an old grizzled guy, but I have noticed. I just did my 51st competition here, and I've definitely noticed the way some of the younger people act in the warm up room is changing, and shit changes. Again, I'm not trying to sound like an old grizzled dickhead or anything like that, but another example I can pull from is at the gym, a couple of kids from a local high school came in, and had a chance to talk to them a little bit. And it was just like pulling teeth trying to get any information out of them. It's just like, hey, like, oh, cool. How'd you find out about this gym? How'd you find out about this training facility? So and so told me. Like, oh, cool. Done a meet yet? You training for anything in particular? Yeah, I guess. Cool. Which one? That's coming up. Like, it just. I don't know, and I'm not making fun of anybody here. I'm really not, because I was awkward as shit when I was a kid. But one of the things that tremendously, and I mean absolutely tremendously, helped me out was just the confidence gain from getting into sports and seeing progress in that stuff and getting a little better at different sports skills and playing on different teams and everything. It kind of forced you to talk to people that were better than you. Some of those kids were definitely assholes, so I could see how that would be a little off-putting and stuff. But that's one of the cooler things with powerlifting is that there's all the assholes are on the internet. None of the assholes show up to the competitions or anything. It's really a very, very, very cool culture of people that actually go and do this stuff and compete, especially if it's going to meets that are in your area. You see a lot of the same people. You go to the same training facility. Just having the ability to be able to talk to people that are stronger than you. I mean, I've just, when I was lucky, I got rid of all my social anxiety and problems like that when I was younger than before, when I started my like powerlifting meets and stuff like that. So the first meet I went to, I was fucking talking to everybody. I try to talk to as many people as I can, just because I'm interested in how people train and what they do. Especially the stronger, more successful people there and everything. And I really think just the ability to be able to communicate and form some new relationships with some people that are stronger, smarter, better than you is crucial for getting better at anything. But especially in a sport like this, especially if you're trying to do it, for the long haul, and it's not just like a one-off thing for like one meet and you're never going to do it again. And plus, it just makes it more fun being around people that are actually rooting for you, actually give a shit about you, and then having people to do that for as well is very, very cool. So, yeah, I don't really know what the answer is to this one. I try to provide solutions for some of the things that I bitch about. But yeah, this is a weird one. There's a lot of kids that just don't have those rudimentary communication skills these days, and that makes me sound older than shit.